Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We are in the BYNV today, reading Genesis 9, or Bereshith 9. And Yahuah blessed Noach and his sons, and said to them, Bear fruit and increase, and fill the eretz. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the eretz, on every bird of the shamayim, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every moving creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood for your lives I require from the hand of every beast. I require it, and from the hand of man. From the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood by man, his blood is shed, for in the image of Yahuah has he made man. As for you, bear fruit and increase, bring forth teemingly in the eretz, and increase it. And Yahuah spoke to Noach and to his sons with him, saying, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and of every beast of the eretz with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the eretz. Okay, I apologize, I had to pause for a second. My poor Bella Beanie's in heat, and Roscoe is not acting very good at all, because he's not fixed either, so please bear with me. I kind of lost my place. Every moving creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood. But only your blood for your lives I require. From the hand of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man. From the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood by man is blood shed. For in the image of Yahuah has he made man. As for you, bear fruit and increase. Bring forth teemingly in the eretz, and increase it. And Yahuah spoke to Noach and to his sons with him, saying, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the birds of the cattle, and of every beast of the eretz with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the eretz. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the mayim of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the eretz. And Yahuah said, This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the eretz. And it shall be, when I bring a cloud over the eretz, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud, and I shall remember my covenant which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh, and never again let the mayim or waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, to remember the everlasting covenant between Yahuah and every living creature of all flesh that is on the eretz. And Yahuah said to Noach, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is on the eretz. And the sons of Noach who went out of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noach, and all the eretz was overspread from them. And Noach, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunk and became covered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, possibly his wife, and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. And Noach awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him, and he said, Cursed is Canaan, let him become a servant of servants to his brother, to his brothers. And he said, Baruch, or blessed be Yahuah, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Yahuah enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the Yomim, or days of Noah, were 950 years, and he died. That is a very long time. People don't live that long anymore. I've seen a few cases of when people have lived to be like 120, but that's very rare. Genesis 10. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Yuan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Yuan, Alashah, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the coastland peoples of the nations were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clans, into their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Sheba, and Huilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabtaka. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the Eretz. He was a mighty hunter before Yahuah. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod the mighty hunter before Yahuah. And the beginning of his reign was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Asher and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth, Ir, and Calah, and Rezin, between Nineveh and Calah, the great city. And Mizraim, or Egypt, brought forth Ludim, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathruzim, and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistine and Caphtorim. Oh, that was a name, Mitzrayim. It wasn't Egypt. It was a name of a person, Mitzrayim. I apologize. And Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Kath, and Yebusi, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Kui, and the Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Arki, and the Semirite, and the Hamathite. And afterward the clans of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar, as far as Azah, as you go toward Sodom and Amorah, and Admah, and Seboim, and as far as Lashah. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clans, according to their languages, in their lands and their nations, and also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder children were born. The sons of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arpachshad, and Lud, and Aram. And the sons of Aram, Uts, and Kul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arpachshad brought forth Shalach, and Shalach brought forth Eber, and to Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his Yomim the Eretz was divided, and his brother's name was Yoktan. And Yoktan brought forth Almodad, and Sheleth, and Katzmoth, and Yirak, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Obal, and Abimal, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Huilah, and Yobab. All these were sons of Yoktan. And their dwelling place was from Meshah as you go toward Sephar, a mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem according to their clans, according to their languages, and their lands according to their nations. These were the clans of the sons of Noah according to their generations in their nations, and from these the nations were divided on the Eretz after the flood. Okay, next time we will be picking up in Bereshith, Genesis 11 and 12. There was one name in here in particular that caught my eye, caught my attention. Just the other day I was reading Magisterium on here, and Yerak is also another name for the moon. And that was in the section where I was talking about months as well. I think it was on video 34, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I did that lesson yesterday, if you guys wanted to check it out. And also I was going to show you guys, these are the seats I make. I make them with thicker thread now. This is the thinner thread I started in the beginning making them with. Sometimes they end up with 3 tassels, sometimes they end up with 2. And that one was an extra one I made with what I had left of my thin thread, because that was when I first started making them. I didn't realize that it didn't come with that much thread, and I really liked the thread that was thin, and they come in a pack of so many different colors, but you just get a tiny bit of each color. Like, there's only enough to make like a set of seats, and then maybe 1 or 2 more seats after that, because I had to make a replacement seat for my seats, but then my husband found mine in the back of the car, so Roscoe took over the front seat, so that's Roscoe's seat now, and me and Bella have to sit in the back, and my ZZ fell off when we went to the store one night. And praise Yahuah that my husband found it. And I don't want to be redundant, but this is one of my favorite songs, and I feel like it's very healing, not just for me, but for everyone else as well. Count it all joy. And I apologize if my voice isn't the best. I haven't really had much to drink today. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Through the persecution, Yahuah went through it too. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Through the trials and tribulations, through the suffering and the pain. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. No matter what you're going through, when you don't know what to do, just look to Yahuah and count it all joy. When Hashatan throws a wrench into your life, drop down to your knees and pray to Abba Yahuah, and He will work it all out for you, so you can count it all joy. Count it all joy. Yahuah works everything out for our good. Your heart and your mind must be working in unison. Stay faithful to Yah, and He'll stay faithful to you, so you can count it all joy. Don't get caught up in the worries or cares of this world. Stay on the narrow path, not the broad road to destruction. Yahuah always has your back in your righteous ways, so you can count it all joy. Count it all joy. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm going to do one more lesson tonight. I love you all with an everlasting love. as our Abba Yahuah the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.